At 12 o'clock, we had Texas State, which went 1-1 to start the year. Jumping to number 17, Baylor. Baylor has also started 1-1. This works as an elimination game for Baylor. Baylor, with a loss, would be knocked out of playoff contention. Baylor favored by 30 points on FS1. Texas State's quarterback, Lane Hatcher I hardly know her, has gone 48-81 early on in this year. He's thrown for 515 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Calvin Hill on the ground has had 37 carries for 210 yards and a touchdown. And Ashton Hawkins, Indiana, has had 14 catches for 137 yards and 3 touchdowns. Blake Shapen, the quarterback for Baylor, he was very close to a win last week, unable to get the win on the road against BYU. He won 38-5 of 48, threw for 351 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and has 72.9% completion percentage. Quallen Jones on the ground has had 22 carries for 126 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Hal Presley has had 6 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown. Baylor leads the series all-time 8-0, so rough one there for Texas State. Gotten absolutely crushed by the Baylor Bears throughout the majority of this program's career. It hasn't been close all that many times. Baylor's a really good football team, guys. They really are. The BYU game, they lost on the road. They had a lot of opportunities to win that football game, and they didn't quite pull through, but they're a good football team. They're going to be a tough team, tough out in the Big 12. And obviously, if you lose one more game, you're out of playoff contention. If you're Baylor, and that's got to suck, because you would have liked to lose your mulligan later on in the season. You don't want to lose it. Every Power 5 team has one mulligan, right? Mulligan, basically, in golf, like you use it and like the shot doesn't count or whatever. Or for all you board game marathon fans out there, of mulligans, when you win 4 games and then if you lose one, we get to redo that game because it's a mulligan. But Baylor lost that mulligan. Basically, you get to have one loss in a season and make the playoffs. You already got that one loss in week 2, and that's kind of got to suck if you're Baylor, because chance at a playoff spot is not that far-fetched for a Baylor team that looks really good this year. But you're going to have to go perfect in the Big 12, which is going to be tough against teams like Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Texas, man, even looks like a threat. I mean, Kansas State's there, too. You got to worry about them. They look like a good football team this year. They're always a tough out. Is Kansas State. There's a lot of good teams in the Big 12 this year. They're going to be tough outs for Baylor. And to lose your mulligan in an out-of-conference game has got to suck. But I think Baylor still wins this one. I think they win it by more than 30. They're a better football team, a much better football team than the Bobcats. And the Baylor Bears are a legitimate threat to make the playoffs this year. And I'm going to pick the Baylor Bears to win and cover the 30-point spread.